Hey guys, so I've had tons of requests to do an eyebrow tutorial, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started and do this as fast as I can. First off, I want to talk about all the tools that I use to keep my eyebrows to maintain. Now you can tell right now I have nothing on my eyebrows, so this is what they look like bare. My actual natural hair, as you can see like in my roots right now, is like pretty light, light brown. So my body hair is even like lighter, it's like blondish. And so it's my arm hair, but it's really light, so I have to darken my eyes up a little bit. But even if you have eyebrows that are the same color as your hair is now, it's still really good to like maintain them and groom them. And my favorite tools for doing this are my Rubus tweezers, which this is an absolutely amazing brand. I love Rubus. Their tweezers are phenomenal. They're fabulous. They totally make all the difference in the world, I think. So, and then the other essential tool is your scissors, your eyebrow scissors. These are made by Japanesque. I love them. Basically, the way that you use them, I don't need to use them right now because I already did some grooming, but you go through and with the attached comb, any hair that once you pull it up here, it's longer, you just snip it off. So you don't get really, really bushy brows. You have to be careful. Start slow with this. The best place to use this when you first start is right in here because that's where people tend to get the brows that stick straight up. So you really want to try to minimize that. And these are absolutely phenomenal. I love these. And you can take the comb off and use them just like freehand if you want to do that too. They're just a really good tool to have, and I think a lot of people overlook this stuff. They tweeze their brows or they wax, but then they don't groom and trim their brows, which gives you like a really nice finished look. So my essential brow tools, which I go through using different ones on different days. The first one, which I'm not going to use today, but I'll just tell you about because it's really easy, is the Brow Set by MAC. This, I have it in Show Off. It basically is just a wand like that, like a mascara wand, and it's got a brow set gel on it, and you just run it really quickly over. This is great for people who are like low maintenance. I use this when I'm like on the run and I don't really have time. I just swoop it over. You have to be careful when choosing the color because it's a little bit harder to match colors like this to your eyebrows. I found because I bought a lot of different ones before I found a color that actually works. And if you look at this color next to like my hair, it's totally not the same color. So it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'll often wear this just on casual days because as you can see, I pretty much look like a hairless cat without something on my brows. I mean, they're very, very blonde. So that's that. And then my next favorite tool, which I pretty much use every day, is my Clinique Superfine Liner for brows, and I use it in deep brown, and it's a really small precision liner, just a little top like that, and this is absolutely amazing for creating like the perfect brow. So I'm just going to show you how I use this, and I use it in conjunction with an eyeshadow, and you can use an eyebrow powder, eyeshadow, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is you want it to be matte and you want the color to be within 2 shades of your hair so that it looks more natural finish. So the way I use this in conjunction with the eyebrow powder or eyeshadow, there you go, is I start just in this inner corner and I draw a straight line up to my arch. Now I can see my arch. It might be hard for you guys to see it, but I'm basically just outlining my arch. Then I take this and pull it down as far as I want it to go. Now some days I'll go more dramatic and just pull it further, but a good general guideline is if you take a pencil or anything straight and you go from the edge of your mouth, the edge of your eye, that's kind of where it should hit, somewhere right around that line. So you can go a little shorter, a little longer, but I really like using the super fine pencil because I get a really precision point. Then I go back and just start to fill in the bottom here as thin or thick as I feel like it on that day. You can kind of fake it, but I try to keep it pretty consistent with where my actual eyebrows start. So I just pull another straight line like that across and then just kind of blend it into there. like that, and have my outline. Once I have my outline, I take in just a slanted brush. I like a natural bristle brush for my eyebrows personally. This is by Hannah K Cosmetics. It really doesn't matter the exact one that you use. I could list a lot of ones. Max 266 is a great option. And my favorite, like, I'm going to run out of these really soon and I'm really sad because I don't think this is a permanent quad, but are these two browns. Now, depending on like what kind of look I'm going for, I'll go for one or the other. Now, if you look at these next to my hair, this will give you a good guide of the color shade. Like, it's lighter than my hair, but it's definitely dark enough that it will look natural. Plus, you have to remember that eyeshadows are not always true on your skin to what they look like here, especially your eyebrows, because they're going to be saturated with oil, which is going to make them look darker. So you want to err on the light side, and then you can always go darker. Once you go dark, it's a little harder to take it off. You can do it, but it's just a little harder. And so I'm just going to pick up the lighter color for right now, and I'm going to start right at that arch and just fill that in with small strokes. Cover the end like that. And then I'm going to work my way up. And don't add more on your brush once you get to the front. You want this part to be the lightest. So you want it to kind of almost be blended and barely anything on there. And then I just kind of smooth over the edges. So I don't necessarily see that pencil line. And you can kind of change the shape, tweak it if you want. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much my brow. I changed the shape a little bit from day to day, but that's how I draw on my brows, and I don't put anything else on top. You have the option to put on like a brow gel or clear mascara, anything if you want to kind of like make your brows all go the same direction. But honestly, if you keep them really well groomed and maintained, you shouldn't really need to do that. I mean, if you prefer it and you like a really finished look, you can totally do that because it will make them look even more finished. But sometimes I like kind of the matte effect, and I think when you put on a clear mascara, it can get a little glossy and natural looking, which I know is like good, right? But just when I want to do my makeup, I kind of like it like that. So I'm going to finish up my other eyebrow, but I hope you guys... Okay, and here's my finished brows. So I hope you guys like the tutorial, and if you have any other questions about eyebrows or anything else, please just like let me know in the comments below. Thanks.